Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Chatting with NDGS Paleo. My name is Becky Barnes, and today we would like to welcome a guest speaker all the way from Mexico City. Two guest speakers. We have Dino San, and we have Rene Hernandez-Rivera. And he's working from Mexico City well, he's been putting together a whole bunch of dinosaur capsules himself, working with educating the public, little snippets. They've been fantastic. They're a joy to watch. He's got some new special effects on the latest ones. They were very fun to watch. But he's going to be chatting with us today about dinosaurs from Mexico. So with that, take it away, Rene.
Hi, good morning. Hi, everybody.
So which dinosaurs do you want to start off with?
Maybe, Becky, if you are in agree,
Yeah.
first let me introduce the Mexican dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm.
The first discovery for Mexican dinosaurs was made by a geologist from Germany. At that time, they are looking for coal because it was used in 1912 when they are doing prospection for coal by the war. Remember that was the when we are almost in war. By the right, many people was here in Mexico, and he found dinosaurs in the state of Coahuila,
in the north of Mexico. That material belongs to some kind of ceratopsian, maybe a chasmosaur. The material is very incomplete, but was very curious. Later, that material was described by Hanishek, the same paleontologist who did a lot of discoveries in Africa. Later, Peleaferro found dinosaurs in the state of Sonora, and it was just a fragment of hadrosaurs. So let me know, the hadrosaurs are the most common dinosaurs in Mexico. It's very common. So we make some bad jokes. We say that they are the cows of the
Cretaceous. I think some Indians say the same. We call it the cows of the Cretaceous cows. And then a lot of time after, the people from Los Angeles County Museum, they did a lot of work in Baja California. They also discovered and described the first dinosaur from Mexico. It's called La Bocania anomala. It's a theropod, very complicated. The people who are studied, they say first it's some kind of tyrannosaur. Then no, it is an abelisaurio. Then no, it's other. It's crazy. It's very incomplete, the material. Was discovered by my professor, Harley Garbani. Harley Garbani was a gentleman. He worked for Los Angeles County Museum with William Clemens, Ralph Molnar. He was very good, and he was my professor in Mexico. I was with him 10 years working in the field. I learned a lot with him. And later, and let me know, for us, the most important project in Mexico was in 1988, when myself and other two friends, included Dr. Shelton Applegate and Luis Espinosa, proposed the first project to collect a dinosaur by Mexicans. We did that in the state of Coahuila. Finally, we discovered a dinosaur. We employed 4 years to prepare, to cast, and finally mounted. It's in the Geology Institute in the city of Mexico. And with that, for us, that start the formal studies for dinosaurs in Mexico. If you let me know, let me show I can send you later but this is how Mexico is now. I can send you the photo. We just thanks to that project now, and I always say Mexico is one of the most important localities with Cretaceous dinosaurs in the world. And also, we have not just bones. We have also a very rich localities with dinosaur prints. At this moment, we are working in the state of Sonora, because you can imagine how much material is there. And like always, was found because the local people start to work in quarries and sell the rocks. And when they open some rocks, there are many dinosaur tracks there. One of my students, he did his thesis work there, and we are trying to publish that work. But there also are more dinosaur prints. I can send you. Is this? And the last week in the state of Coahuila was described. The paper is in press. Some of the people from Coahuila, the state of Coahuila, where we has more studies, they say they have some kind of Deinocheirus in Mexico. The paper is, like I say, is in press. We are expecting to revise it and give our opinion. But another thing that I can say you in short, that 5 years ago, my team collected a big tail of Dinosaur in the state of Coahuila. Was very well known. Also, there is videos in the web. La cola de un dinosaurio en Coahuila, in Spanish, of the tail of a Coahuilan Dinosaur. But when we remove the tail, above, we found the skull. That, at this moment, we send the paper, it's in revise, and reviewing, but is the most complete skull in all the history of Mexico.
So that would have been on one of the pictures that you sent me. Was that the one with it was colored blue? Okay.
No, no, this material that I said, the last one,
let's see,
is just we just send the paper, and but by that we can send you photos.
Okay.
All the photos that we send you are from the material that is described. You can use easily, and you feel free to use all the material that I send you, because that also belongs to a new book for divulgation for kids. Nice. And all the drawings are made for my students. I never drawing, I am very bad, but I have many good students who drawing for me, or many good friends, and Jeff and Dr. Kling, maybe you know many, Luis Rey.
Oh, yes.
Very popular.
Oh, yes. He is fun.
Yes, Luis, yeah. Luis helped me a lot. He and Marco Pineda, other good artists, and sometimes also Raúl Martín from Spain. He gave me permit to use his drawings. But at this moment, we are supporting young Mexican talent, and they are helping me to do the capsulas for the kids. And Dr. Jeff, let me say, we started to do this kind of job because when they say us in Mexico that we must to be in quarantine, we think that a lot of kids must to be in his home to be safe, and that is the best. So we are trying to do something that at the same time to maintain them doing something, also that they learn about paleontology, because you can imagine, Becky, how many dinosaur fans we have in Mexico. It's a lot of kids. I don't know how in the United States I have an idea. Oh no, you can hear the comment you want. I know more dinosaurs than you. Really, it's very good. So that was the intention of the capsulas. And at the same time, we are doing Dino books with activities for kids. At this moment, we put in the web 4 Dino books. And now we are doing, because one of the kids and mothers asked us about Dino activities for kids between 4 and 7 years, because it's a lot of population and we always forget that age when we are doing the books. And by that right now, our objective is to do books into different subjects, one for small kids, another for kids 8, 12 or more. And that's the intention. So the capsulas are in the same way. We want to integrate more information, give more information, and especially because yesterday in my university, they say us that this semester, because we are teaching classes by the web, by the internet, we will expand the classes until August.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to have a very busy summer.
Yeah, but don't worry, we have a lot of ideas. And also, like you see, my small studio is very small, and also then this is happy for me. It made me happy because we are trying to use the things that we have in my home. And with that, we are thinking what to do for each capsula. Now, a friend from the state of Nuevo León, she's helped me to do more animation in the capsulas.
Your last one was very impressive. I like the eye sparkle on Dino-San.
That
was good.
Yes, yeah. So maybe the idea is not use day to do one, because employed a lot of time of her to do that animation. Yeah. So and also with that, I think for us is more to reach more the capsulas, to put more reach, and also to do refresh the capsulas, because maybe I have an idea. But like when I sent the capsulas to her, she did his own work and put her imagination, and with that we do better capsulas for the people, for the kids, and they enjoyed. So maybe it's not now use one for each day. Maybe take us 2 or 3 days for every capsula, because I don't know who asked me, Becky, how many times I employ it to prepare each one at least 6 hours.
Yeah, when we started ours, we were doing them Monday through Friday, and we would do a recording, and then we have to edit the video, and we have to research the topic just to make sure that we're refreshed on all the information. So if I'm talking about ammonites, then we pull all the ammonite information, and they take time. Yeah.
No, yes, and sometimes I say, oh, we don't have this tool or with this drawing or things like that. Okay, sorry, I go to the internet, I print things that to do more more attractive the talk, and because I can drawing, so, and sometimes my students, yes, they send me his artwork, but the situations with them, the kids that they are also at this moment learning classes, they are taking classes. Yeah, they are.
So they're busy too.
Yeah, yeah. Again, I don't know, but here, for example, it's a lot of work also to do the class. I am teaching in the university. My class is called Paleobiology of Dinosaurs. I teach Wednesday and Friday to 11 until 14, 3 hours. But I prepare the classes, and it's not easy. Really takes a lot of time. It's also for me has been, like for you, a good experience. And the students, my students, for example, they are always very constant. Always, when I give the classes, I have the same number of students.
Good.
And also the local, the authorities of the UNAM say us, try to do the classes the best that you can, and don't press the students, because we don't know how everyone has or react. Every student is different. Some of them pass very well. I had many students who say, Professor, I pass this time very well. I teaching, I learning, I read a lot of books, I think like that. Another one say, no, because they want to run, to go out. And I say, no, forget. The best way to maintain this and to do the things best is staying in home. Always stay in home.
All three of us have young kids at home, so all three of us are helping out with homeschooling. And you'll have good days where the kids buckle down and they do their things, and then you have bad days where the kids curl up in a little ball and hide under their blankets. So you just take them a day at a time.
No, the good for me is that I don't have kids. I don't have kids. So I live alone. This is my studio, and my mother and my sister live in the other house. So I am alone here, so I can do many things. By that right, I feel me free, and I can do many things. And that is very important, Becky. Try to do things for the other people. That is, you know me very well, Jeff, Dr. Clinton. I think everybody knows me very well. I think, like always, we must to think in the other persons, not in ourselves, especially in this kind of situation. We are not an isolated people. We must to share the nourishment. We need to share activities. We need to share talks like this, and to do the best things, because when we have the opportunity to back again out, the life will be very different. I think this is a good experience. We are learning a lot, but learning to share and take care of all the people and think in the rest of the people, not used in ourselves.
So down in Mexico, then you have, we also say Cretaceous cows. I just got done drawing a painting. I'll have to send the painting to you of a Cretaceous cow. You'll laugh.
Okay.
So we have hadrosaurs, you have ceratopsians, you have the tyrannosaurs.
Some kind of theropods, and also I will send you the list of the Mexican dinosaur, Becky, because one thing is they call it the endemic, or the dinosaurs name it for first time in Mexico. But there is another genus and species named in United States or in Canada, but we found here that material, and that is very important because it's not care if we find that material who was named in other country. That expand the how you say, the paleobiography of the dinosaurs in that time. Also, the oldest dinosaur locality in Mexico is Jurassic, is in the state of Tamaulipas, and was discovered, that locality, by Dr. Jim Clark. You know, Jim Clark is very well known. He's also my friend. He worked with me here in Mexico 10 years in that area. And then he invited me to work with him in China. I was in China 4 times with Dr. Jim and Dr. Shuxing, and it's the locality in Xinjiang where we discovered the most oldest tyrannosaur in the world, the one long, and then the Limosaur, the dinosaur who helped to do more support how was the evolution of the hand in the dinosaur and the birds to dinosaurs. I was with Jim in that locality. And we found dinosaurs also in Tamaulipas, like I said you. The age is 172 million years, is the oldest in Mexico. Then the Cretaceous localities in Mexico, they are in Baja, Sonora, Chihuahua, and the state of Coahuila. You can see a photo of that area. For me, it's like now is the Amazonas in Brazil. That kind of vegetation, not hills, a river that in one point, I say maybe in the state of Coahuila, start to do a delta with many branches. Then one of the branch did contact with that lagoon, and then the lagoon with the sea, with the ocean. By that right, one of my books that I did many years ago, I call it Las Playas del Cretácico, the beach of the Cretaceous. And seems the later the time, give me the right. It's a Cretaceous beach in that area. But also, Vicky, the most important is not just the dinosaurs. With the dinosaurs, we have a lot of invertebrates, fishes, also fishes too, vertebrates, new kinds of turtles, new kinds of pterosaurs. We have pterosaurs in the north of Coahuila. We have crocodiles. We have also mammals, Cretaceous mammals. It's just very fragmentary, the mammal specimens, but we have. And also, and that is for me very important too, we have new kind of plants. The material belongs to maybe the oldest, how you say, banana in the world.
Nice.
The plátano.
Uh-huh.
That's, and we have many new plants that are described for Mexican paleontologists. You let me know, and I can send you all the information. Also,
I would
again,
like to read about that.
people
It
who
sounds
is working with us.
Yeah. It
No,
sounds
yes,
very similar to North Dakota. North Dakota,
yeah.
for our Cretaceous geology, we have the western area, which is forest, and then delta and lagoon, and then sea as you hit eastern. So it sounds a lot like North Dakota.
Yeah, yeah. And also, you know, for us has been very important to have the collaboration. For example, I am a professor. I am just a man who discovered the fossils to prepare. But Marisol Montellano, who is the boss of my team, and we always have been working in team. That is very important. Part of my team, the geologists in Baja, first in Tamaulipas and then in Baja, is Dr. David Wastowski. You know him, who is very well known. He has been working with me first in Tamaulipas and then in the state of Baja. And we are waiting again, is under review, how was the geology of Baja in the Cretaceous 72 million years ago. But 2 years ago, we described with a paleobotanist how all the plants and a very nice and very, very good preservation of seeds. We have seeds, very nice. And this is amazing, the quality of the seeds that we have collected in Baja. And is very similar to the state of Coahuila, where we have a lot of that material very well preserved. So with all that, it's like I say you, Mexico for me is very good for the Cretaceous. I always say to my students that for the upper Cretaceous, we have maybe the best localities in the world. Because for me, this is like a staircase, escalera. But there are two kinds of escaleras. Staircase. One, when you have here, but you have something inside that you don't know what are there. But the stars way to that we have in Mexico is the other kind. We have the floor, then, and we have every. That is important of the Mexican localities.
What kind of diversity do you have? So I am a hadrosaur girl. I like my hadrosaurs, Cretaceous cows they may be. What kind of diversity do you have?
Oh, it's a lot, because first of all, when I started the project, I think that I have some kind of Cretaceous. And yes, we have one in the state of Coahuila. The nickname is called Sabinosaurio, because it belongs to the Sabinas city. And the first dog bill named for Mexico is Magna Paulia laticadus from Baja. Why this described by people from Los Angeles County Museum. Part of the material is now in Mexico. They back us the material. Then when Jim Kirland did a lot of work with Dynamation International Society for workshops in Mexico in the field, we discovered one of the most complete hadrosaurs in Mexico, that is called Belafrons coahuilensis. It's very well preserved and it's very complete. And we have also, for me and for my student who is describing the other material, we don't know yet, Becky, who seems that the size of the dinosaurs in Mexico is amazing. You know, around 12 meters is a lot, you know, for crested dinosaurs. You know, it's amazing. I will send you also another photo with the scales. You see, what is that? No? There's a lot of material there. And each time when we back to the field, it seems to be like a lottery. Let's to find another big one. Or things like that, because really it's a lot of, it's very huge, the material. Then we have another, the most oldest in Mexico is called Huehuecanautlus iquichensis from the state of Michoacán. Is the most basal of the hadrosaurs in Mexico. And like you listened, we put, and so many people don't like, now we started to name the Mexican dinosaurs with a Nahuatl. You know, Nahuatl is our local language. And we are start to do that. You know, we can now.
I think that's fantastic. I'm hearing more and more other languages being brought in, not just the Latin, not just the Greek, and I think it's amazing.
Yeah, yes. Huehuecanautlus means the oldest dog from Tiquecheo in Michoacán, and like, but by the other side, we have also baby dinosaurs. We have eggs. We discovered eggs now in Baja. One of my students is.
Any nests or just like isolated? Good nests?
We have a nest.
Awesome.
Well, then this is under study. We had a nest and how you say? We have embryos inside the nest. Now it's under the study, but we have, you can also, what's amazing when we found the place, it's a small hill, you know, just maybe 3 meters around, and the quantity of the eggshells was amazing. When we saw, and the rest of the team seems how was the tiny eggshells, seems that in all the area where we are working in Baja, we have eggshells, not using that point. So that
very
is
cool. Yeah,
now that is the master study that my student is doing with that material. But like I said, I mean, also in Coahuila, we have eggshells, and we have also two, how you say, baby dinosaurs. We have all the age of dinosaurs in growing. That's is important too, because we can do a lot of kinds of studies, and the diversity is always to be in increment about the genus. Would, for example, my team, Becky, is very, we take a lot of care. We not describe material we don't have enough specimens or enough bones. No, this is not our think of how we think, because we know also the paleobiology in the past is like now. You can have many kinds of dinosaurs in the same area. So by that right, if we find something, my team is very take a lot of care and not name it new dinosaurs if we don't have the enough material. We're trying to do that. Hmm?
I have a few people asking if you have a favorite dinosaur.
A favorite, this. No, I enjoy, I like me more the ceratopsians.
Okay.
Yes, and I love them, because for me it's amazing the heads, how many different kind of heads they have. And for that is the most important for me. That's, of course, yes.
Misty is the one that started me off in paleontology.
Yeah.
I got to see a dinosaur show, and my parents let me wander through the gift shop, and I could look at one, I could find one thing, and that was it. I found her.
Becky, you know the history of this guy?
Mm-mm.
No?
Nope.
First I have a puppet. The dog Patito. When I was in the meetings, I always carry with the little dog.
Yes, the duck. Yep.
I played with him the harmonica.
Yep. If people don't know, Rene is a fantastic harmonica player.
The thing is that I use it, the little dog, when I teach classes for special kids. He helped me a lot. But later, one of my students, when I gave a talk in a library, he came with a small puppet, but is the frame of Harry Potter.
Okay.
And I said, yeah, I want one like that, but in dinosaurs. He said me, how much? And I sent one photo, and he made for me this. But the idea, sometimes for me, Jeff and Doctor, it's very hard to maneuver with him, because this is made for 3 people, because look at, here is,
Yeah.
I put the hand and I did this. Then other people moved to this with one hand, and the other one with this. So it's for 3 people. So, and it's heavy. And with the best one, it's like he say, I have more good stuff than any of the other students of Dr. Rene, of Maestro Rene. I have my original Ray-Bans, of course. My, if I get lost.
Yes.
My my knife, my brújula.
Oh, yeah, compass,
and the most important.
notebook. Yes. Have to take notes.
Yeah. So, yes. And I have for the nights. That is for the night. So, I have a very good stuff. That's the history of this guy.
That's great. I wish I had it here with me, but our first puppet that we made for work was a Mosasaur. And we were at a dig site, and I decided that I was going to bring my sewing machine along with, in case we hit a rain day. And we hit a rain day, or 3. So I sewed up a Mosasaur puppet, and we brought that home. and then decided, you know, we could just kind of run with it. And so we ended up sewing a whole bunch of life-size fish, and we built a screen, and now Jeff and I will do prehistoric fishing trips. And occasionally the bait gets stolen by the Mosasaur.
No, let me say you, I think like you and all of you has the same histories about our puppets. Sometimes the dog, when he played the harmonica, then I leave it to did some signatures of my books, and a little kid came and take. They say, what? He said, this is mine. No, it's mine. No. Niña, leave my patito there. No. And you can imagine how hard that's. Yeah. Yes, she take it, and she no. Mr. Señora, please let your kids give me back my patito. What? No, this is. And now, Becky, some people who saw my cápsulas, they say me, they want to buy me, this guy.
Oh.
And I say, what? No, it's not sell it. No, why not? But no, because how I made the cápsulas if he is the presenter. So sorry, no?
There's one.
I say, when you finish, no, when we finish, minus. Forget it. This is, how you say, no business. Now he's the rock star and the patito is there. That's all. Give me 1 second and I get the patito. It's here. Hola, Becky, ¿cómo estás?
Estoy bueno.
I remember you from the meetings in United States. I played the harmonica there and did many funny things with all the friends. And now I am here like the assistant of the assistant of the assistant of the maestro Rene Hernandez. Nice to see you.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
I will see you very soon.
We hope so.
In Lincoln. No. Where will be the next year? The meeting?
I'm going to have to look that up. I don't know. I've had to miss the last one.
Yeah. No, the next will be in the same place, I think in Tennessee.
Then I might be able to make it, even if I have to take vacation time.
Yes, me too. Me too. Okay, I'm back.
I have a couple people asking about the artwork behind you.
Yes, the artwork, mainly, and really I have very good friends. One is, like I said, Luis Rey. He's very well known. The other one, for me, the best in Mexico. Well, not the best, you know, I can say, I don't want to say the best, but he's very good. Is Marco Antonio Pineda. He is amazing. And my other students, also my students who are describing the dog bills, he also made a lot of artwork, but he said, no, professor, I am not very good for drawing. No, and he did this.
I'd say they're just fine.
Yes, I didn't say, what? Yes. You know, he's Ángel Alejandro Ramirez Velasco. He's who is describing the dinosaurs in Mexico. Also, he was with me in the meeting of the dinosaurs in Canada. And the other one is my young student who was with me in the meetings. And with him, he was the responsable who unmounted, repair, fix, and mounted again the DP that we have in the we have a cast of DP, and with these two guys, they are also very good to do things with the plaster and restoration. In 8 months, we fix again the Diplodocus from Mexico. Was a lot of work. We presented that in the meeting, and the other young guys who are doing with me the artwork is Emiliano Garcia, other is Ekatel, and there is a young girl who made all the funny drawings for kids. So like I say, I'm very fortunate because I have many people who are behind me, and that is very good too. That is the people who support me with his artwork.
No, it's good to have a lot of people with a lot of talents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I say, I can not really can drawing. I am very bad for drawing. When I try to do something, or they say, Professor, please not try to do drawings. Why not? Because sometimes when I sign to kids for books for kids, they say, can you paint me a dinosaur? Niño, kid, you're in problems. The best one that I did is this. I prefer to play the harmonica. Yeah.
I hear in my, not so much with the quarantine, but if I was back in my office and there was something that needed to be drawn, I would hear, Becky.
Yeah.
It's sad to say, I kind of miss it. I've had weeks now of no Becky.
No, because it's like I said, Angel, always when we are giving classes or talks for kids, he back and start to drawing something for the kids. Like if he no signatures, but I prefer to drawing for you. And drawing what? In 30 seconds he did the drawings. I said, okay. What? But you know that there is a people who with talent, and Marco he's very different. Marco Pineda, he's more accurate. He like he said, he think a lot. He think a lot how to do a drawing. Yeah, for me this is the best. Give me no, it's because I have here everything. This is Marco.
Nice.
Like you can see.
Very nice.
Very accurate. And this was made for me in 1993 for one of my books. Now we are working together and try to do a special book for the Mexican dinosaurs. There is many words about Mexican dinosaurs, but somebody say me, Rene, you make a lot of work and you live and pass your life doing that. Why you know write your opinion on how the things are there with the Mexican dinosaurs? So we are doing something for kids too, with Mexican dinosaurs, because at this moment I am doing this. So this is like my books of the divulgation is this. This book will be in press very soon, and has all the artwork for Marco, and this is the first mounted dinosaur in Mexico. And the drawing, this is Marco Antonio.
Beautiful.
Like I said, I have many good support of my students.
I think we're starting to get close to the end of our session here, but we have one more question here for Do you have a dinosaur dig or a discovery that you think is most important for Mexico?
Yeah. You know, we have, I'm doing many work in the state of Coahuila. There are many papers are from there. But now we have a new localities in the state of Sonora, in the north of Sonora. We started with the prints, with the Ignosauritas, and with the footprints. And my student did his thesis, biology thesis, but this also made me funny. We are studied tracks, and one day we can go to the place because they close the highway for to do, bueno, the path for to do more things for to fix the path. And one of the engineers asked me, Professor, do you think that close here we have bones? And I say, yes, in that hill. Why? Because if you see the kind of rock, it's like a mudstone, things like that, you know? You say, oh, why? And I say, because the crazy man in the town, he said that he has bones. Oh, let's go. And we go with a crazy man in the town, and he bring 2 buckets, the iron buckets, and he put all in the floor. And he said, this is not, and all of the people, no? When all the people we are 20, it's a very small town, say, this is not, no, but this is, yes. And we found he has 2 vertebrae. And then we have to the hill. And now in that town, in Fronteras, in the state of Sonora, very close with the border with Arizona, Douglas, Arizona, now we have a small museum with all the things that we are collecting there. And that is also one of our other things that I am doing, Becky. I am doing local museum because with that, I evit and teach the people don't sell the fossils. I did that. I support many museums. Maybe the best experience for me is in San Juan Raya, in the state of Puebla. For many years, they sell the fossils. But now, the new people, the young people, are keeping that material. They don't sell. They, with you, you pay for a, how you say, a trail to see the bones and the tracks and the invertebrates, but you don't pay for fossils. And I teach the kids how to explain to the local, to the people, who the tourists, to do this explanation about the paleontology and the paleobiology of the Dinosaurs, the tracks. I teach them. The idea of my books is for them because they are young kids, and sometimes they don't know how to explain. Another professor teach them, and then now I am doing this kind of books for them. They read the books, and when the people came, they explain, and I say them, if you can't explain or you don't know the answer, don't worry. Write the question and send me the question, and I will send you the answer. And don't feel sad because maybe somebody say you don't know what are you doing here. That is not the way. You try to do.
No one person can know everything. So our best answer if we don't know something is, I don't know, but I'll find out.
That's my idea. And I am working with many small museums. I send the books for them, and at this moment I send them the capsulas. And they are very, let me say I believe in the capsulas, but I don't know how many very well accepted are now. A lot of people say me that it's very good the work with the capsulas.
Yep. I'll stick a link to your capsules up on our site too, so other people can find them.
Okay, thank you. Same.
Okay. Well, I think we're wrapping up on our time limit here. So I want to thank you, Rene, for taking the time out of your day to chat with us.
Thank you.
It's very good to see your face again.
No, and one last thing, Becky, when you send me the mensaje about if I want to give this talk, I say yes. You know why, no? Because I always support people like you, the people from the Association of Material and Methods in Paleontology. I have very good friends, and one of the our objectives is that to share the acknowledgement that we have for everybody. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Take care.
Yes.